Starting on page 6, we are going to get into the frame and numbers aspect of this. It starts right away by saying create a new layer and call it clock frame. I have already done that, as you can see over here in my layer palette. Okay. We are going to place it below the clock face layer. Then we're going to grab the largest 11 by 11 inch circle, which I've already done, and I've put it down here, dragged it down here after I dragged it into new layer icon, and it wants us to make this bigger than what is going to be the outer part of the inside of the clock face. So it's just a little bit bigger, so 12 inches. So I'm asking you in step 20 to make it 12, so we use the transform palette here in 12, tabbing 12, and now we have our larger item that we need here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to temporarily color it black, but not a dead black. We're going to make it an alive black. So let's take the stroke away from it. Let's just make it black. But again, I say don't make it a dead black, make it an alive black. And I'm going to keep it as a red black. Okay. Hit save the file. Now, the next thing we're going to do here is to create an inside circle that's going to be a guide for the numbers. Let me move that a little bit closer on the screen. So that's close enough. I've created another copy of the inside of that circle. Now it wants us in step 21 to make it about a ½ an inch inside the frame. Now a ½ an inch inside means if I go 10 by 10, it should be about ½ an inch inside the whole thing. So I'll go on this ½ an inch inside, and the inside one, if I look at the width and height, was 8 by 8. So if I go 7.8, tabbing to 7.8, we should have a pretty good inside circle. At 7.8, Mr. Sorio, would be just fine. Okay, now that one we're going to turn into a guide. Okay, so let me back out of it just a bit, and it says right there, go to view guides, make guides. So we're going to do that because we want to use that to snap our numbers around to keep it a little bit more clean. So now that I have made that into a guide, I'll make sure that my guides are showing and you can see exactly where that is, and I now have that there. Now I don't need to see the neon clock glow all the time, so I think for the sake of doing this, I might just having something that has a lot of blends to it takes a long time for the screen to actually show up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to one of these I didn't have a blend on. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I'm going to release the blend on one of them. Okay. It doesn't really matter. I'll do it to the copy one, just so I can have that outer color. So I'm going to click on this and I'm going to release the blend, just so we don't have to deal with having that. Now I have a little bit better of my released blend. It enables me to see it a little bit better. In fact, I'll even turn off the purple circle, the orange circle, and I'll just have those two color circles on for now. Okay, I'm going to lock that up. I'm going to throw that away in a few minutes, but it's not a big deal. Now, you have your guide plus your guides for 12, 3, 6, and 9. So what it's asking you is choose your typeface, and if I go to the actual file there, let's go to the layer. You can see here where I'm actually going to eventually put a glow on the letter, but I just wanted to get down to the bottom one here. And you can see how I'm using the guide to visually place the numbers in there. So I don't care what you choose as far as your lettering goes. That's totally up to you. Now what it does say is create a numbers layer and place it above the logo layer. So let's click the logo layer, double click, and make it a numbers layer. And I don't want that color, so let's go again into something nice and crisp like this. Clock frame, I'm done with that for the moment. The only thing I have opened is the numbers layer, so I'm going to hit the T key and let's go like this and just make it anywhere. So I'm going to hit 12 or type 12. Whoops. And now I'll let it go to the character palette. So if I go up to here, I can, let's put in 60 points just to get it up to a certain size. And now I have it as Mirrored Pro. Mirrored Pro is fine. Let me go to bold. I'm not totally wanting this to be like perfect or anything. Now 12 is a little bit too big as per what my other ones were. So let's go in here and turn on the numbers layer. And let's turn on the clock frame so I can see the outer glow. Now, there's the numbers with the glow, so let's go ahead and call those about half an inch high. So let's go here and say, well, that's a lot more than half an inch high, I think. So let's go down to about 50 points. That's fine, and I'll take this and put it right there. Now it wants you to put it all the way around the clock. So hit Command S to save every time you do one. So let's now go hold Command Option and then put one over here, and then we'll just double click the T key and I'll go 3. Can't believe I do that. And now let's take the Direct Select tool and put this one in place. And now I'll go over here and then we'll go with the T key 9. And then I'll go like this, and I'll grab the 12, and I'll go down here. If I constrain that with the Shift key, I can put in a 6. Now obviously the 6 didn't go in a good place, so let's put the 6 right there. And now you can go ahead and put all your numbers in using the guide to match up what you need to match up to, okay? When we come back, I'm going to get right into, I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll have a numbers 2 movie so we can see what the glow is going to look like.